Number 5 is hard. Number 5 is very, very hard. Oh my goodness, you guys. Number 5 is very hard. Oh God. No, number 5 is very, very hard, you guys. Number 5. Ooh, number 5. Number 5 is very hard. Number 5 is very hard. I thought by listing it or writing it down, it would be easy to talk about, but it's quite hard to talk about. I think let me keep it for last.
'Cause sometimes the rain comes to grow the flower, sometimes the rain comes to drown it up. We must seek comfort from our Creator.
What it do, drama babies? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and just turn on your post notification bell at the very bottom so you're notified every time I upload a new video. But before we dive into this video, I'd like to acknowledge all new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Your subscription really means a lot to me. Happy New Year, you guys. We made it to 2024. If you hear some noise in the background, please bear with me. I'm at the office filming this video because this is the only quiet, free time I get to do this. I've been meaning to do this video, but I've just been so preoccupied. There's noise around. I mean, there's still noise because it's just next to a road, so like a busy road, so you guys get what I'm saying. So in this video, I actually jotted down what we're going to talk about, right? Just so I could have a clear picture and a clear direction of where we're going with this. So the first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to do a recap actually at 2023. I would say 2022 moving into 2023 was very hard for me. November, December, around that time frame, going into January, it was very hard for me because I went through something I wouldn't wish on any of my enemies or on anybody at all, right? Because it was just so bad. It took a toll on me mentally, emotionally, psychologically. But let's get to 2023. There's a lot that happened in 2023 aside from being heartbroken. Yeah, the good things that happened. So let's talk relationships. Relationships are very, very important, right? Relationships are very important, and this year I would say it's best to define your relationships with people. Know where you stand, what your relationship entails, and the boundaries of that relationship. Be it a friendship, family, relatives, colleagues, acquaintances, neighbors. Know your boundaries. I think we loosely throw around the word friend because I don't know, it's easy to say someone is my friend or someone is my friend, especially people we just met. I would advise you to be very cautious. I mean, there are people we meet and in a short period of time they are more family than our actual family that we are actually related to by blood. You get what I'm saying, right? But know who your friends are. Separate that. Separate who your acquaintances are. Separate who your colleagues are, who your neighbors are, and people that just know your name and think they know everything about you. So that being said, set clear boundaries concerning your relationships, what you want out of them. I think grade your friendships like that. There's no such thing as a fake friend. It's just that you brought people that should have been in your outer circle into your inner circle, and now that they showed that they have people who they are more friends to than you, now you feel like that person is a fake friend. Differentiate your kinds of friendships. There are friendships where you could tell someone you've got a serious issue, you could go to them and they could help you with that issue, and they won't tell anybody. There are people we just laugh with, and there are people we give advice or get advice from, and there are people who only want you around because they want to get something from you. But if the tables turned, you needed something or help from them, they wouldn't show up. You need to differentiate who is who. There's the inner circle, the outer circle, and the outer courts. So you need to know, okay, let me give an example like this, right? You have a house. So there are people that you have, for example, how could I say this? Let me find the best example of this. Okay, you've got a house, right? You've got a bedroom. Very few people are allowed to enter your bedroom, right? That's the inner circle. Then you've got the living room. Very few people are allowed to enter the house, right? And be in the living room. And then you've got the yard, right? Outside the house. There are very few people that you even allow to enter the yard of your house, right? And then there are people that just end outside the yard, right? And then there are people that you wouldn't even want to know where you live. Now, in terms of friendship, divide. Okay, this friend I could talk to about deep things, like maybe probably secrets I could take to the grave. You understand? Because this person has got confidentiality. This person is real about everything. This person holds me accountable. This person rebukes me when I'm wrong. This person goes through the motions with me. Then this person only knows the surface of me. That's all. This person only knows what people told them about me, or what people told them about me. So you have to separate your friendships. I don't want to waste so much of your time, you guys. I hope what I'm saying is helping someone, making sense. Right. Like this year, I want this year to be different. Relationship-wise. I think I've learned who is who in 2023. I know who to keep there and who to keep here. I know who to love from here, who to love from here, and who to love from there. And that has been a very big lesson for me, and I'm actually grateful that I had the chance to learn and experience that. The second thing we're going to talk about is faith. Baby, when God is working on you, it's very important, because He does the work inside, and then it comes on the outside. It's seen outwardly. It starts inward and then it's seen outward, right? The results are outward. So God had really been working on me in 2023. I think I hit my lowest spiritually, emotionally, mentally. I really hit my lowest at the beginning of the year, and I ran to where I always run to, God, and it was a lot. It took a lot of learning and breaking, tearing apart, and it was worth it, because where I am today spiritually, I would say is far much better than I was last year or 2022. It's been a journey. It's hard being an influencer. Sorry, you guys. That's my alarm. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Right. It's hard being an influencer when God tells you, I want you hidden for this season. But you're a content creator. So God, how do I create content when you want me hidden? Where He just wants that time with you, that relationship with you, because He enjoys that fellowship with you. It's amazing. This is the year to work on your spiritual growth, on your standing with God personally. Where do you stand with God? Where do you want to see yourself? Don't just go to God when you want something, but go to Him to have a relationship. It's like your relationship with God. Which example would I give? Mostly, I would say it's like you're in a relationship. You're always giving. and never receiving anything in return, you feel some kind of way. So our relationship with God, don't just be God bless me, God give me this, God give me that. But when it comes to praying about kingdom advancement, or praying for other people, or doing what God wants you to do for him, then you feel some kind of way. No, that's not the way it should be. Invitations. Ooh, guys, no. Let me put this straight. If you're going to invite me for your wedding, your chilangamlilo, whatever it is, right? I believe an invitation is, oh, Maunda, I'm getting married. Here's a card. I would like you to attend my wedding. I would rather put money in that card than have you use me for your committees, for your chilangamlilo kitchen party. Then for the wedding, you invite other people and you don't tell me anything about it. I think from the jump, keep your invitation. Give it to people that you think are more deserving than me. Because ain't no way. Other people, you had the time to invite them. You had the time to give them cards. Then when it comes to me, would you like to be in my committee? Now I'm in your committee. Your wedding pops up. I'm on the list. Now I have to get to the venue of the wedding. And I have to stand outside and wait until whoever finds my name on the list to allow me in. No, that's crazy. That's rubbish. May that remain in 2023, because 2024, I am practicing saying no. That's just the way it is. An invitation is, I'm having this, I would like you to come. If you're giving cards, here is a card. Or I'm having this, it's at this time, this place. The requirements are this and that. And when I get there, it's straightforward. Not where I'm made to look like a fool. No, honey. Don't invite me. Keep your invitation. It's fine. We're cool. Another thing. There's no such thing as inviting someone through someone. If you had the time of day to invite our mutual friend to an event or a function, personally, why would you ask them to invite me to your events? Which means you don't have respect for me. You have zero respect for me. And it is what it is. I'm reading in between the lines. You ain't gonna tell me nothing. Standards. We are talking about standards, you guys. So the next thing is standards. Have standards for yourself and certain things. You can't just be a yes man to any and anything. If you don't stand for something, you fall for something. It's okay to have standards, but also in the process of having standards, be realistic about your situation. Okay, what do I want? I want a high value man. You don't deserve a high value man. You need to earn a high value man. So you want a high value man, become a high value woman. You want a high value woman, become a high value man. Ain't no way you are giving what you are not receiving. You need to love yourself enough to say, hey, this is a standard I've set for myself. Because it's very painful for you to work on yourself, improve yourself, then allow people who have not been with you through the tears of your growth and your improvement to come and try to bring you down, or to just take from you without any repercussions. Have standards for yourself and for certain things. Number 5 is hard. Number 5 is very, very hard. Oh my goodness, you guys. Number 5 is very hard. Oh God. No, number 5 is very, very hard, you guys. Number 5. Ooh, number 5. Number 5 is very hard. Number 5 is very hard. I thought by listing it or writing it down, it would be easy to talk about, but it's quite hard to talk about. I think, let me keep it for last. I think it's best for me to keep it for the last part that I'm going to. Ooh. Sorry. All right. So for number 5, we are keeping it for last. So now let's talk about number 6, which is work. Moving from an architecture firm to a construction company. I decided to make the move because, sorry you guys, sorry. When I wrote it down, I thought it's gonna be easy to talk about number 5, but look at me. Right. The reason why I moved from an architecture firm to a construction company is because first of all, the offer was better, and it just allowed me to explore a different side of building construction, right? It meant me being on site more and gaining more site experience than when I was at the architecture firm. Because at the architecture firm, well, how I would put it in such a way that this was the second architecture firm I worked for. And mostly you'd find that you're always behind the computer. You are rarely taken to the site, or it's rare that you're taken to meetings. I mean, you'd be taken here and there, but it's very rare that you'd be taken consecutively. So most of the time you find you're probably designing for places you've never visited the site, or I don't know if it's a way to hold you down, a way to stop you from meeting people out there, because I don't know if it's fear of this person is gonna get exposure, this person is gonna want to leave the company. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. These architecture firms here need to explain themselves. But anyway, yeah, so that's why I moved to a construction company. So far, so good. I've learned a bunch of things. I've actually seen like projects on sites, like from the ground up, so that's a good thing. Not that I stopped drawing. No, I still draw like in my free time for my personal stuff. But yeah, it's a good experience. Attending the Coopers conference. Attending the Coopers conference was a great thing. It was amazing. It was my second time attending the Coopers conference, and it was blissful. It was everything. I got to enjoy it with my girls. Nicola was there, Maya was there, Anne was there, Maunda was there, Chengo was there, I was there, of course. Nasante was there. I got to see like a bunch of my girls. Esther was there. It was lovely. It was amazing. And I got to meet new people, so that was a good thing. Sorry guys, I just gotta be so organized for you guys. Number 8, finally getting my driver's license. Guys, I attended this driving school. My driving instructor would yell, guys, like, yo, he was inappropriate sometimes. Like, the man would literally insult you indirectly. Like, this man was you guys, he would get on my nerves, but I conquered. I've been talking about getting my driver's license since 2015, and I only got it in 2023. I'm ashamed. This is a sign for you guys to you know what just crossed my mind? The scene in Game of Thrones where they're like, shame. You know, you guys, this is your cue to get your driver's license. If you haven't, you need it. And here's my testimony, right? January 6th, 2023. I remember writing down in my book, when I was writing my supplications to God and like my requests of what I wanted to see in 2023. And hey, God is faithful. I'd written down, I said, God, I'm believing you for a car. I really want a car, God. Like, I need a car. And I need to get my driver's license. So help me, God. Guys, when I tell you August 2023, my birthday month, guys, I got a car. I got a car. Let me show you guys keys for everything. Hold up. What just happened? I got the keys. All right. So I got a car, and it was, guys, it really made me happy. Like, it just made me feel all bubbly and mushy, and inside. So my car's name is Stacy. She does look like a Stacy, right? Taking a leap of faith and creating a logo for my business. That's amazing. I actually took a leap of faith and created a logo for my business. The person that was creating the logo for me was a friend of mine, right? I would say I hate the way he handled things in a very unprofessional way. He didn't really finish my logo, and yet I had paid everything. So that was bombastic side eye. I understand you may feel something for someone, but if the person doesn't feel the same, don't take it to heart. And if you're doing business, just do business. Keep it professional, because how do I recommend you to other people if you fail to keep it 100 with me? I think you need to put emotions aside. You need to know that if you're going to approach a friend of yours with emotion, or you feel something for them, it's 50-50. Either they feel the same way or they don't. And if they don't feel the same way, there's a mature way to handle things. We live in a world with people. The art of starting and finishing. You need to develop a habit of, when I start something, I need to finish something. Don't always be one to leave things halfway through. Some years are for starting things, some years are for following through with things, and some years are for finishing things. So for example, there are people that probably started their business in 2020, started thinking about it, preparing for their business, branding, packaging, etc. But then it's only 2023 that they implemented their businesses. Don't feel bad about it. There's a verse, Habakkuk 2:2. Wait a minute. Habakkuk 2:2. It says, just give me a moment. Let me just, sorry. Habakkuk 2:2. And it says, Habakkuk 2 verse 2-3, and it reads, "The Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." So it's always good to write down what your goals and everything that you expect for the year. It's a good thing. It helps a lot. I think in another video we're gonna make a vision board together, but certain parts of my vision board I'm not going to show you because it's very personal, and I wouldn't want to put it out there because people really be sabotaging good things, right? Knowing your place and when to move on. It's important to know your place, when to move on. When your time in a certain place is done, it's important to know that. When a certain season has ended, it's important to know that this season is over. I learned this and that from that season. I gave this and that in that season. How do I become a better person in this season or in the seasons to come? That's how we evolve. If you're not evolving, you're not growing. People grow and evolve and move forward. That's just the circle of life. watch your mouth. It's not everything you tell any and everybody, because sometimes people will prey on your vulnerability. Sorry guys, like I said, I'm at the office, so someone came in. All right, where was I? Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Right, watch who you speak to about certain things, because sometimes people prey on your vulnerability. They find it as a time to get from you or manipulate you. So you watch your mouth about your goals, what you want to achieve. It's only so much you could tell people. Hidden doesn't mean forgotten. God always works on people in the hidden place before he could put them on a pedestal. So there are certain things you don't tell people. It's just maturity and growth. Right, let's go back to number 5. Losing Garry. Losing Garry is something that really took a toll on me. 2023. I guess it all goes down to how I found out about Garry's God. It's how I found out about Garry's passing. I think that was one of the hardest things for me, you know, because I had come to work that day. I remember it was Friday, October the 13th, 2023. I had come for work that day, and my office is on the first floor, right, of our office building. So I was downstairs. I had come for work, put my bag in the office, gone downstairs, and I was actually having a conversation with one of my friends from the office downstairs when I received an image, a screen grab of Garry's picture, and it said RIP. I can't believe you're gone. And for me, that really confused me. I said, what's going on? I said, no, this can't be true. Immediately I told my friend, I said, this can't be true. This can't be true. You know, it was so hard to grasp everything, you know. I tried to reach out to the person that had sent me the image, and they decided to go offline. So let me give some background story about that. The person that sent me the image is a fellow Zambian. We were with them in China. We congregated at the same church in China. That's BICF, AOM. So, like, how could you just send someone a picture like that and then you go offline? At least, if you know someone, how much someone meant to someone, or how much someone became family to someone, and they are no more, you don't do that to people. You don't do that to people. That's not how you inform people about something. That was a very childish way to do things, a very inconsiderate way to do things, because I just didn't get it. When I saw the picture, I told my friend, I said, I'm going to the office. Let me just sit down. And just think this through. So I went upstairs to my office, and so I sat down, you know, and I went to social media, because Garry Mapanzure, as you know him, was an artist, was a musician, a very good one at that. Yeah, so I went to social media, because part of Garry's life was in the limelight. So I went to social media. I couldn't find anything on YouTube. I think because most like reports were in Shona, so I went to Google, and that's where I saw it, that he was involved in a car accident. People were putting RIP and whatnot, and then I saw this post that said family member confirms that he's still alive, you know. And there and then I had hope. I really had hope. I said, oh my God, like I had hope. I really had hope. It was really hard. It was really hard. I had hope that, my brother is alive, my friend is alive. And then now everybody I know, that was, I think when I looked at that post, it was 24 minutes ago. Then I scroll down a bit and I see like 10 minutes ago or something like that, and I see Garry has succumbed to his injuries. He's normal. When I tell you, my heart sank. And then my friend started to message me, hey, are you okay? Sorry about your friend. And I was like, you guys, this is actually, it's real. It happened. It was so hard for me to take in. I remember that day I really didn't work. I couldn't get myself together. I really wished I didn't have to work that day. I really wish I didn't have to work that day. But I don't want to go astray from what I want to say. So I'm just gonna read from something I had written. Garry was amazing. I was blessed to have had him as a brother and friend. Garry loved God and he didn't hide it. The first time I met him, he was with his roommate Bledsoe, and they were asking me where they could find a church because they wanted to go to church so badly. Right. Fast forward, Garry became one of my little brothers. Whenever he needed to vent about university or help with ArchiCAD, right, or just grab a bite at the canteen, he would call me. He was really a creative. He was really a creative. From his design projects and concepts, as well as his music, #legendary. Garry genuinely loved and cared about his family and friends. I always say this. Garry gave friendship a different meaning. Garry was an all-season friend. Garry was an all-season friend. He really was. He never wanted to be around someone and make them feel bad. You could never be around Garry and feel bad and feel terrible. He would always make sure that he checks on you. Friend, are you okay? Do you need to talk about anything? Garry was that friend. Yeah, I think that's pretty much most of what I wanted to say in this video. I know the ending is abrupt, but I kept being interrupted and I wasn't able to finish the video the way I wanted. But until next time, bye. Hopefully I pick up from where I've left off in the next video. Love you guys. Subscribe.
'Cause sometimes the rain comes to go